today, because most of our viewers are from corporates, I would like to know what is your mantra for corporate wellness? One line mantra.
Again, the same thing. Self awareness is the master key that opens the door for well being, overall holistic well being. The
Hmm.
moment there is self awareness, it's something like this. Awareness is a powerful, I can call it a superpower that human beings have, because cognitively I cannot understand what is right, what is wrong. It is just my perception. What is good, what is bad, there is no way to understand it correctly for me, because based on my perceptions I'll be deciding. But awareness is such a powerful tool. You don't need to be worried about good or bad, right or wrong. In the sense, for an instance, if there is anger in me, the moment the awareness is, there is awareness of anger, at least the reaction part will stop.
Hmm.
And instead of reaction, there will be response. Thoughtful, skillful response will be there.
That I am being angry
Yes, there is anger in me, and then I'll be reacting thoughtfully
because
or
I
skillfully.
disassociated myself with the anger. That okay, there's
Yes, yes,
anger and this is me. So now
yes,
we are separate, and immediately, the emotion comes down. I think that's what you are trying to say.
yes, yes. The emotion comes down, right? Anger emotion. On the other side, if there is gratitude,
Hmm.
gratitude is also another emotion. What happens when I am gratitude and when I am aware of it? It increases. Just see the beauty. When the emotion is negative, when the awareness is added to it, it decreases. When it is positive, when awareness comes to it, it increases. So there, it is taking care of everything on its own. We just need to trust that self-awareness and go ahead. It shows us the path. That's the
So
what.
true. So
So being present, being attentive, alert, that opens up the space in us, and that makes us more creative in whatever we do, right? Not thinking, the thinking, busyness, etc., will not help us being creative or being more efficient. It is only the spaciousness, that awareness that we bring into the work, that helps us to be more productive and also more creative. And also, as we are non-judgmental in that alertness, we allow the things to happen and we collaborate easily. We are fine with anybody's opinions, we don't judge them. It is non-judgmental attitude, right? And there is a sense of curiosity, so automatically the relationships will start improving. So there is no I there who is trying to prove oneself, right? So
true.
it's just awareness is there. Yeah, I think
Right.
this
But
is what.
also this is, better said than done for those who have not experienced it. So say for example, somebody who's watching this podcast and the person is going through overthinking problem, right? So what is a tip that you would like to leave for that person so that he can, immediately control his emotions of overthinking? What is it that one should do, without help, and somebody that person should be able to help for himself in that time?
Yeah, overthinking is basically happening in the mind, and it is related to the events and the people that caused that event. It is about them, it is not about me. And it will be that rumination or overthinking will keep happening, and it is, most of it is imaginatory. Okay, this person said that thing and this happened, what next, etc. So it is actually not there, none of it is there. If we explore the experience of overthinking, what is there? Yes, I am sitting here, there is some work or whatever it is needs to be done here. Whatever I can sense, whatever I can feel, I can sense pressure in my head, maybe at that time, right? There is some pressure in my head, and I can sense disturbances of sensations in my body, that I can sense. That is real, right? So whatever is directly experienced, my experienced at the bodily level, in the mind and the sensations, that is real. Whatever I am seeing, that is real. Whatever I am hearing at this moment, that is real. Whatever I am touching or sensing, that is real. So it is all about moving from thinking to sensing.
Hmm.
Sensing my own experience, sensing whatever the senses are saying here now, in this moment. This clears majority of the problems related to overthinking. At this moment, I cannot think anything.
Hmm.
If I am sensing something, yes, I am sensing. If it is cool, it is cool. If it is warm, it is warm. There's nothing to think about it, nothing to judge about it.
Right. So this, what I have learned is that overthinking is the first step, but then what happens is with these, continuous patterns of overthinking, people move on to the second stage, which is acute stress. So if
Yes.
somebody is in that stage, what is your suggestion to that person to untangle himself or herself and come out of that stress situation at that time?
Yeah, stress is something, it's a negative emotion, I would say. The problem with all these negative emotions is that, of course, it's not actually a problem. Uh, I make it a bigger problem by trying to push it away. So habitually I have created a relationship with that emotion, which is in such a way that I don't want this. Somehow I need to get rid of this. It has built into my memory and into my personality. Whatever I don't like, I want to push it all the time. But the stress, the experience of stress, there may be pressure here in the mind, there may be some kind of pressure in the heart, everywhere. That stress is being felt. It is no different than I. It is part of me. And if I am trying to push it away, trying to avoid it, I am trying to avoid myself. And I'm not helping there. The stress is one part of it, but more painful is trying to avoid it, trying to come out of it.
Mhm.
So, what helps is listening to it. Okay, this is stress. It feels so and so. All right. This is
Awareness
me.
and then acceptance.
Yes, acceptance. This is me. It's not somebody else's. Whoever caused the stress is different.
Hmm.
It is like something happens to my finger because of some event, and some people, will I cut this finger and throw it out? No, it is part of me,
Part of me, totally.
right? This pain of stress or this experience, which is direct one, not imaginary experience about the person or the event, what happened, is me, part of me. I don't, there is no need to throw it out or avoid it or resist it. The moment I learn to accept it as it is, 50% of the problem is solved. And it stops doing the harm to the body, whatever it was doing. Right? Like, for example, increased heartbeat and creation of a lot of toxins at that time they get created because the body doesn't know whether it is physical threat or actually mental stress.
Hmm.
So it creates a lot of toxins inside so as to protect ourselves from, it feels like external threat because I'm fighting and trying to resist something. The body thinks there is somebody else I am fighting with, but actually I am fighting with myself.
True.
Yeah, body doesn't understand that difference. It will, glands will do their work. So accepting it, acknowledging it, letting it be, it is okay not to like it. Yes, here is the pain. I don't like it, but can I be compassionate about that pain instead of trying to resist it?
Hmm.
See, if somebody else feels the same thing, that stress and trauma, what do we feel about that person? I feel compassionate towards that person. But if the same thing happens to me, instead of feeling compassion, I'm feeling anger towards it. Why this is happening? I don't like it.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Amazing, amazing insights, Vijay. And I think, it's about time that we start acknowledging that, these are the emotions, I'm feeling it, and it's okay. It's okay to
Yes.
feel the way we feel and just accept, become aware of it. And once you do that, then you can start working on it. But first, acceptance, first awareness, and then acceptance needs to come.
Yes.
Then only we can work on resolving the issue. So I think great insights, and this has been a learning that everybody would benefit from. Any last piece of advice with your decades of experience that you would want to leave for our audience, Vijay?
This is the moment. And I have an appointment with the entire cosmos. It's not small, right? And let's live this moment in the presence, in the entire cosmos. Right? It's not something to be lost. This moment will not come back.
Yeah.
Not spend
Live
this
in the
moment
now.
seeking for something else in future, or trying to impress somebody or something like that. Not doing, simply
Being
being
present.
one with myself, allowing everything, accepting. The moment acceptance is there, the resistance will reduce. The resistance with the whole world and resistance with myself. So
True.
let's simply be the being and enjoy the life and do the doing. Then once we are being, then doing becomes easier.
Such words of wisdom, Vijay. And thank you so much for coming and sharing your experiences with us. I'm sure the audience will take a lot from this podcast. And I hope, even if, one life gets transformed from this conversation, I think this is worth it.
Yes, definitely. It was wonderful, Neetu. And
Thank you so much.
thanks for all the services you are doing. Continue to do that. We will continue to walk in this path of self awareness.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day.